Hey rock stars, happy Monday. Welcome back to Metaphysical Monday. Today I'm going to talk to you about kundalini energy. So the first time I was introduced to the kundalini energy and the kundalini serpent that sits at the bottom of our spine was when I got together with my psychic boyfriend when I was in my 20s. He wasn't psychic his whole life. He had an out-of-body experience and then he became psychic. And right after that, he met another guy that also had a similar experience where he wasn't psychic before he had this experience, and then he became psychic, and they wound up traveling together. The friend's name was Trader Rick because he bought and sold trade beads. He also did a lot of trading. Interesting character, very colorful. So the story goes, very, very interesting story. So this guy, Trader Rick, he used to be a DJ on a radio station in Medford, Oregon, that's Southern Oregon. And one day, this was in the 80s, in the mid-80s, he woke up in a mental institution and didn't know how he got there. And he was like talking to the nurses, what's going on? How did I get here? And they said, we're not sure, but look at this. And they showed him pictures of his back. And there were these burn marks all up and down his spine in the spaces where it would correspond to your chakras. And after he got released out of the mental institution, he started hearing voices. He started hearing information about people that were coming up to him and talking to him. And so he got the direction to go ahead and then share the information with people and do readings, psychic readings. And so the explanation was that the burns came from, so what the kundalini energy is, and there's supposedly, this is the way it goes, okay, this is how it's explained. There's a kundalini serpent that sits at the base of your spine. And when you become enlightened, what happens is the kundalini serpent makes its way up your spine and kind of burns through your chakras until it comes out the top, and then you become enlightened. And so they believe that what happened to him was that his kundalini snake got activated and shot up really fast, and that's what made the burn marks. And the reason it makes sense is because, and I researched this last night, that a lot of people experience the raising of the kundalini snake as an electrical current, and also is associated with a burning sensation. So man, isn't that wild? And the fact that he became psychic, it sort of cleared all of his blockages to be open to receiving. I always thought that was such a fascinating story. And I don't know why I've been recently thinking about kundalini energy, but I have been. And so last night I was doing a little research, and I came across this information it was on Wikipedia, that says that in Hinduism they believe that the kundalini is actually divine feminine energy. And I had never heard of that before, that it's equivalent to Shakti. Shakti means divine feminine energy. And I was fascinated by that. So that was the first new thing I learned. And then the second new thing I learned was that, so the idea is that you raise up the kundalini energy, like I said, and you become enlightened. And then there's this other term that I've been hearing recently. I don't know where I've been hearing this term, but I've been hearing it. It's called moksha. And moksha is basically enlightenment, but it's also the liberation from the karmic cycle of death and rebirth. So I think that's really interesting. It's also, well, let me just read through my notes here, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. So there's different methods of awakening the kundalini energy, and you can do it through various forms of meditation, especially pranayama breathing, also different forms of yoga and tantra. Like I said, it's associated with a distinct feeling of electrical current going up your spine. And moksha is known in Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism, and it means it signifies the various forms of emancipation, liberation, and release. It refers to like I said, the freedom from the karmic cycle of death and rebirth. In its epistemology, no, epistemological and psychological senses, moksha is freedom from ignorance and also self-realization, self-actualization, and self-knowledge. And I was always one for self-actualization and self-knowledge and all of that personal development. So I just love that term moksha. I love it so much. In Hindu traditions, moksha is a central concept and the utmost aim to be attained through 3 paths during human life, and that is dharma. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that term. Dharma means a virtuous and proper moral life. And then artha, material prosperity, income security, means of life, which I find kind of interesting that they included that. But it kind of makes sense if you think of Maslow's pyramid, the hierarchy of self-actualization, where at the base, you want to have your safety, you want to have a place to live, because you need that in order to work on yourself to attain higher levels. And then 3 is kama, pleasure, sensuality, emotional fulfillment. So that's kind of interesting. Those 3 things are what you want to work towards attaining to attain moksha. But also the whole idea of the kundalini energy rising up. And then, so another thing about it is it's something that can be cultivated, but then it's something that sometimes happens spontaneously to people, like this guy Trader Rick. So that's kind of fascinating too. And they say that it can have side effects like the burn marks or extreme fatigue. According to Hindu tradition, in order to be able to integrate this spiritual energy, a period of careful purification and strengthening of the body and nervous system is usually required beforehand. And that's because supposedly it's a very intense thing that happens to you, and your life can be dramatically changed after that. I'm wondering why you can't just take it slowly and build up to it. Like, you work all your life on personal development, and then you finally achieve self-actualization, and you become enlightened. Why can't it be like a slower, more gentle process? I'm just curious about all of this. If you guys have any experience with the kundalini energy, please share with us in the comments below. And then different traditions have a little bit different take on it. India, from Indian interpretations, kundalini is described as a sleeping, dominant potential force in humans, which that makes sense. And then I'm going to share with you some stones that are said to help with the activation of the kundalini energy. And these crystals, so this is according to this website I checked out. It's called Healing Stones, something, healingcrystalsforyou.com. They say that some of these crystals and stones can help you with this discomfort that you might experience during the activation process. So some of the stones are serpentine. Is supposed to help soothe the discomfort. So we have these little serpentine bowls. Comes in a lighter color green and a darker color green. And then it also comes in a bigger bowl. And we have these soothing stones. Serpentine. It looks like it has hematite with it too, or pyrite. Oh, that's right. A lot of times pyrite forms with serpentine. And then we have tumbled serpentine. So serpentine sometimes, like I said, is lighter or darker. This is a lighter serpentine. And then there's something called Atlanticite. What did I do with it? Oh, I just got 3 pieces. I have tumbled Atlanticite. So Atlanticite is serpentine with stitchtite. So the little purple in there is stitchtite. And they say to put one of these at your root chakra and one at your crown chakra, which will cause the serpent to rise up.
Okay, that's not me, that's Anne, but is there something I can help you with? Is there any more information?
So that's Atlanticite. And then Larimar is supposed to help calm, and is a calming and soothing stone, so it's supposed to help with the whole process. This is a Larimar pendant with a little bit of sugilite on top.
Okay.
Here's another Larimar pendant.
Just ask real
Excuse me, one second.
quick. So someone called about earrings, obsidianite earrings. She wants to get them in gold. She wants.
Yeah,
to know
I'm waiting for. I talked to the. I
Oh.
sent an email to the company. I'm waiting to hear back.
Okay, great.
I'll call her as soon as
I'll
I
get
know.
her number.
And then we have tumbled. Oops, tumbled Larimar. And oh, there's also they also warn us about being clear about why you want to do this, and accept the possible side effects, because it could be intense and it could change your life a lot. So you're supposed to get clear on why you want to do it. Okay. And then moldavite is supposed to be a good stone. I know moldavite's really good for transformation. Here's some rough moldavite. These are bigger pieces. We also have smaller pieces. So again, for those who don't know, moldavite is a tektite. And what a tektite is when a meteorite hits the ground and it makes an alchemical reaction upon impact, and it sort of fuses with the silica in the earth and makes a byproduct. That's what a tektite is. And this is the only green tektite, which fell to the Moldau River in Czechoslovakia millions of years ago. Here's a moldavite ring. This is a rough moldavite piece. And then we also have faceted moldavite and lots of different pieces of jewelry. Here's an oval pendant. I know for some people they can't even handle moldavite because for some people it's got a very intense energy. It's kind of like what they're saying about the kundalini. It's kind of intense. Here's a Celtic style ring with moldavite. And oh, we also have black tektites. I forgot to bring one over, and they say this. It's in the list too of stones that can activate. What is the price range of your rough moldavite? Hi, Carrie. Let's see. I think they're 14 or 16 a gram. So we have some that are about a gram, so about $16 they start at, and just depending on the size, they go up from there. But if you're interested in whatever, let us know and I could give you some quotes. We also have it on our website too. Let's see what else. Moldavite full. Oh, I forgot. Jesse, can you bring over a fulgurite for me? A nice big fulgurite.
Fulgurite, yes.
Fulgurite's supposed to really help you too with the kundalini energy. And aura quartz. This is angel aura. And we have clusters of this too. So this is quartz that's been infused with platinum.
Grab some more.
It's like rainbow. And then a couple of clusters of the angel aura.
Yes.
And then fulgurite. So fulgurite is what happens when lightning hits the sand, and it makes these tubular pieces. They're really interesting. And supposedly, if you speak your prayers through the hole, your words will be directly transported to God, source, and will be more powerful that way. That's okay on the fulgurites. I got enough. Thanks. That's good. Isn't that cool? Let's see through you. They're very, very interesting. Okay, so fulgurites, angel aura. Here's some more angel aura. This is that quartz that's been treated with platinum vapor. It makes a kind of rainbow. And there's a big list here. I've got a few things to go. It says for moldavite and fulgurite, place on the third eye and crown chakras. So you could lay down and do this whole grid on your body. And then Shiva lingams also is good for transformation. Here's a Shiva lingam. These come from the bottom of the Narmada River in India. We have all different sizes. Here's a tiny, tiny one. These are $3 for the tiny ones. And then we have here's a bigger one. And then we have big, big, big ones too on top of this. And what else? Tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is supposed to help. This is a gorgeous pendant. Tiger's eye is quartz with asbestos. If you didn't know, it's kind of interesting. Here's a marble. And of course we have tumbled, and we have all sorts of spheres and eggs. We have soothing stones. And also tiger iron as well, which tiger iron is tiger eye with hematite and sometimes jasper with it. So you see there's a hematite line right there. That's tiger iron. That's on the list too. Oh, and here's a tiger eye ring. Oh, here's another angel aura. These are very magical looking. This one's double terminated. That's cool. And then black tickets, seraphinite. Seraphinite is from Russia. It's this gorgeous, gorgeous green stone. A nice paddle pendant. And here's a beautiful ring. And I have a pair of earrings here. Also have tumbled seraphinite. Even bismuth is on the list. We have some great bismuth, all different sizes, different price points. So bismuth is an element found on the periodic chart of elements, but they take natural bismuth and they heat it up and it cools into these shapes. So that didn't come out of the ground like this. Looks different when it comes out of the ground. This has been manipulated by heating it, but it's super, super cool. And red jasper is on the list. So here's some tumbled red jasper. These are just $1 a piece. And then we have red jasper cut into crystal shape for pendants. And we have the donut pendants put on a cord. We even have cross pendants. And we have arrowhead pendants. What else? Jet. Jet is mineralized wood. It's very similar. Actually, sorry, it's carbonized wood. It was replaced by carbon. Shungite is mineralized wood. This is jet. Very lightweight. It used to be wood. Tumbled, and then I have a couple of pendants in sterling silver. And I even have the 8mm round stretchy bracelets in jet. I also have these in shungite and onyx and obsidian. I have them, pretty sure I have them in all 4 stones. And snakeskin agate is on the list. This is particular to Oregon. This is what snakeskin agate looks like. We have the tumbled pieces. And then Ethiopian opal is on the list. These are all kundalini activating stones. We have the rough. There's some great rough, and we just put some on the website. We have all sorts of great jewelry, gorgeous pendants and rings and earrings. And what else? Tiger eye, oh, cinnabar. We have some cinnabar specimens. So the red is the cinnabar, and it's in a matrix of dolomite. And dragonstone is also on the list. This is tumbled dragonstone. We have dragonstone face rollers. And finally, astrophyllite. And we have good selection of astrophyllite, which is a rare mineral from Russia. Isn't that pretty? It's really shiny bronze, gorgeous stuff. So that's my story about Kundalini and a little bit of information about it. I'm curious to learn more. If I learn anything else, I'll share that with you. But that and moksha, or the fact that Kundalini energy is considered divine feminine energy, and moksha is two things I learned last night, which I love learning new things. It's always fun. And I want to remind you that tomorrow is our 420 contest at 420. If you're not familiar with it, I hold up a stone. You have to guess it, and out of all the correct guesses, you may win it. I pick a random winner the next morning, so it's a lot of fun, and I hope you get to join us for that. And yeah, if you can't join us live, you just can watch it anytime before 9 a.m. and I will. Thanks, Jean, and I will pick the winner then and let you know. Okay, hope you have a great day. Thanks, everybody. Cheers. See you later. Oh, you want one of the facial rollers? Yeah, Carrie, go to the website. They're on the website. I'm pretty sure we have the Dragonstone there. We have all different ones, so check it out. And if you don't see what you're looking for, just send us a direct message, call, email, whatever, and we'll help you out. Okay. We also have the face scrapers too. Thank you, Jennifer. See you later. Bye.